Take a risk with your insecurities. We all have them. If someone says they don't, they're lying. Your insecurities may not be pretty, but they're you, part of your being. And if someone can't accept you for that, to be there at times when you are the most vulnerable, tell them to go to hell and then go find someone else. Take a risk with success. Savor it quietly. Accept it gracefully. Take a risk with failure. Endure it quietly. Succumb to it gracefully. Take a risk with compromise. It's not so bad to meet someone halfway. A little bit of happy is so much better than a whole lot of pissed off. Take a risk when no one else will know. Sometimes it's way cooler to harbor a little secret of a risk taken, of a deed well done, of a neat little accomplishment that can only get tarnished with its retelling to others. Take a risk in good times, when it's least expected or warranted, because things are going so well. But they won't always. Change is necessary. Change is good. And quite frankly, change is inevitable for any organization and for any individual. Change should be embraced, and it should be encouraged with a well-timed risk at the most untimely of moments. Take a risk in bad times. Take a risk when everything and everyone, including yourself, are most vulnerable. When bold initiatives are desperately called for, and the potential outcomes are far from certain. However, there is an important difference between desperation and risk. Learn the difference. Never confuse the two, and set your actions accordingly. Take a risk with solitude. Be alone every once in a while. When life gets stressful, people get mean, the news is depressing, speech makers won't stop talking. Hit the road by yourself, preferably with the tunes cranking, or hit a hammock in a shaded backyard. Or go for a long run, or take a long nap, or take a boat out all by yourself. Unselfishness can be overrated at times. Be selfish at times by simply taking a little time for yourself. Take a risk with society. Stick out in a crowd. Make a grand entrance in a room. Let them know you look mighty fine, and they had better acknowledge that fact. Be dominant with your first impression. Appear fearless, even if underneath you're scared out of your jockeys. They don't have to know that. Bluffs have their place well beyond the realm of Texas Hold'em. Take a risk with the norms of polite society. Say damn with particular relish. Let out an occasional burp, especially in front of little kids. By their very nature, they truly appreciate such acts of societal defiance. Keep a great joke in your back pocket, one that you would never tell your mother, but is just perfect for the right audience of unsavory friends. Take a risk by being naughty. Not that way. We're talking Santa Claus, naughty and nice. Let me rephrase. With rules. While every rule is not meant to be broken, a few of them sure could use a little shaking up. Do something you shouldn't do every once in a while. Not illegal, not dangerous, not with a Severn minibus, but delicious. Well, I don't know why they're laughing, Mr. Lodar. But deliciously deviant for all the right reasons. Take a risk by opening your eyes and not just seeing things, but actually noticing things. And that includes seeing something new and different about yourself. Sometimes seeing yourself in a whole new light can be the most eye-opening experience of all. Take a risk by opening your mouth, by singing out loud, especially at stoplights, by singing someone's praises, or whispering a quiet word of encouragement, or uttering incredibly powerful emotions in remarkably small phrases. I'm sorry. Love you. It's okay. No problem. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, girlfriend. Dude. Take a risk by keeping your mouth shut and not saying what you so desperately want to say, especially in anger or judgment. Angry words so rarely result in peaceful resolutions, and snap judgments have a nasty habit of mirror-like reverberations. Take a risk with conventional wisdom. What do they mean by conventional anyway? I think it simply means piggybacking on the ideas of others. Why not create and disseminate your own body of wisdom? Just don't make it so conventional after all. Take a risk with ignorance. Admit you don't know something. Admit someone else might know more. Never stop asking questions from the smartest people you can find. There are actually some pretty intelligent people out there beyond yourselves. Use them to make you look smarter. Then find some others and do it again and again. Take a risk with your friends. Tell them stuff they need to hear that only a true friend could get away with. And if your friendship suffers as a result, maybe it truly wasn't there to begin with. Similarly, expect, no, demand such honesty from your friends and respect them all the more for it. It truly means that they care. Take a risk with your enemies. Know those who find fault with you and try to understand why. You may be surprised. You may even be enlightened. Chances are you will at least be reassured that your actions are sound, that your direction is true. Take a risk with God. At times you may question your faith or have no faith at all, and that's okay for now. Trying to grasp hold of something so ethereal, so beyond our ability to touch and feel, that's a tough thing, especially for 18-year-olds. You guys can't even buy an iTunes off the internet without first hearing it on 99.5. But trust me, at various moments in your lives, you will turn to God. Just don't always make it in times of crisis. The expression, thank God, is used to denote relief, joy. Talk to the big fella at times like that, too. Those trade winds that Twain referred to are notoriously unpredictable. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. Straight shots are overrated and boring. Life isn't a New Jersey turnpike. Thank God for that. At times it's more like a German Autobahn, and at others a mere footpath along a slowly winding rural lea. Whatever your life's pathway, it will change often. It should. And it's all up to you. At different points in your life, at your own whim, as your own master, as the cultivator of your own dreams, make the most of the years that await. Make them extraordinary. Take a few well-placed risks. Actually take a batch of them and profoundly cherish the well-deserved rewards that will surely follow. Congratulations, class of 2008. You are indeed extraordinary. Lead extraordinary lives. Thank you.